The waterfall model was first described by Winston Royce in 1970 in his article Managing the Development of Large Software Systems. In this paper though, he didn't actually refer to the model as waterfall. Winston Royce actually presented this model to depict a failure or flaw in the non-working model, which means the term waterfall was mostly used in writing about something that is often done wrong in the process of developing software. Royce was actually more of the opinion that a successful development model should have an allowance for repetition which allows you to go back and forth between phases, which a waterfall model doesn't let you do. He believed that you shouldn't progress to another stage until after feedback from the previous stage has been received and actioned. This is known as the iterative model. The iterative model is much more practical and has room for manoeuvre, and followers of this iterative model would often perceive the waterfall model as an inappropriate or broken system. We will cover working in a more iterative style when we cover Agile development later in this course. As I just stated, Winston Royce didn't refer to this model as the waterfall model, but he is credited with the first formal description of what we know as the waterfall model. Royce's original article consisted of the following stages, which we'll go into more detail on in a moment. Those stages are the requirement specification stage, the detailed design stage, the construction phase where developers start crafting code, integration where all the code is brought together and compiled into a runnable solution, testing and debugging where your test team will try to find defects that the developers will fix. Then, once you have a working system, you move on to the installation phase where you deploy your system so that it can be used by your end users. Then finally, there is a maintenance stage where you fix any issues that are raised by the users.